Hey, how you going? Today we're making a Jerusalem artichoke dish. If you haven't seen Jerusalem artichokes before, they look quite a lot like ginger, but they don't taste like ginger. They're very mild, and I guess they taste more like potato if you're going to compare them to anything. They're a member of the sunflower family, and they're also known as sunchokes. So today we're going to make them into a delicious kind of warm salad or warm side vegetable dish. So it's Jerusalem artichokes with kale and harissa. We're going to prep everything first. So these have just been recently harvested. You can see that they're not perfect. So some of them have little black bits, which I'm going to just trim away, and we'll chop them into little cubes. If the skins are really thick, you may like to peel them, but these are really nice and thin. So I'm just going to leave them whole, but I'm going to trim off any little bits that look a little bit dark and like they might be unpleasant to eat. Chop one red onion. And finely mince 3 cloves of garlic. And shred your kale. Now the recipe says 4 cups of tightly packed shredded kale. I'm going to use maybe 4 leaves like this. I think it'll be around about the right amount. With this dish you don't need to be absolutely perfect. It's not like baking where it's a science. This is a little bit more of an art. Okay, we've prepped our veggies. Now we'll make our dressing, so that's all ready to go on the top of our dish while it's still warm. So we need the juice of a lemon, we want a tablespoon of maple syrup, a clove of garlic finely chopped, and a teaspoon of harissa paste, which is a hot red pepper paste with garlic and spices, and a pinch of salt. Mix that all together, and I'll move this over so we can get cooking. First of all, we're just going to heat a fry pan to about a medium heat, and then add just a little splash of water, and onions, garlic, and a couple of pinches of salt. And we want to just cook this down slowly, adding more water as we need. Once it starts catching on the bottom of the pan, that's the time you need to add a little splash more water, until everything's really kind of soft and jammy, and it will form a really nice base for our dish. Okay, the onions are looking good. I'm going to add a little bit more water, just a splash. And then I'm going to bring in the artichokes. Okay, so I've just added the Jerusalem artichokes. Now spread them out across the bottom of the pan. I don't want to keep stirring them though, because I really want to have some caramelization to them, where the natural sugars kind of start to almost burn ever so slightly, but just release a really beautiful flavour. Okay, I'm going to give them a bit of a stir and a flip now. What I'm actually noticing is that these are so fresh that their water content is really high, and as they're cooking down they're actually releasing more water, so we're not getting a whole lot of caramelization but it's okay, they're going to taste amazing. You can also see how the quantity is really reducing down as that water evaporates. Okay, this is looking good. I'm going to bring in the kale now. It is going to be a bit of a stretch to fit it all in the pan to start with, but it's going to break down and wilt. As you can see, I'm just turning it over to try and get that kale to touch the heat at the bottom of the pan. And as it does that, it's going to wilt down and all be a little bit more manageable. Okay, now it's time to bring in the dressing. I'm going to pour most of it on and then just leave a tiny little bit to drizzle over the top once we've served. It really smells amazing. Lemony and sweet and kind of spicy. Okay, this is looking perfect. It's time to serve up. You want to eat this one straight away. It will still be good cold the next day, but it really will be at its best when it's really nice and warm. Finish with some toasted pepitas, a little more dressing, and there you have Jerusalem artichokes with kale and harissa.